Hey everybody, welcome back to Cooking with Kenny. Today I wanted to bring you my first Ninja Foodi cooking recipe. I've had my Ninja Foodi since Christmas, so I absolutely love it. I'm in love with it. I use it all the time. Today we're going to make barbecue ribs in it. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of an overview of the one I have. I have the 6.5 quart. They also have an 8 quart. 6.5 quart is great for me. I just usually cook for 2 people. But if you have a big family, you might want to look into the 8 quart. So just to give you a little overview, the Ninja Foodi does a multitude of different cooking styles. It's an air crisper, it's a pressure cooker. You can steam, bake and roast, slow cook, broil, sear and saute. And it also, it has the dehydrator, so you can dehydrate different fruits and everything. This is basically an oven. It does everything. If you have this, you might even stop. You might stop cooking in your oven as well. But today we're going to use the pressure cook function and the air crisp function to do our ribs. So let's just get started cooking. Okay, so here are our ribs all seasoned up, and I actually seasoned these the night before so they would be extra delicious, but I'm just going to show you what I seasoned them with. I like to use this brown sugar bourbon seasoning, and it's really good. So I use that. I use onion powder, garlic powder, and just some salt and pepper. I have pink Himalayan salt. So we're going to now put the ribs in the air fryer basket. And the best way to do that is just to put it in the basket in like a circle shape. So this is one slab of ribs cut in half. And as you see, it fits really well in the air fryer basket. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to put a cup of water in the bottom of your pot. And I like to add a little bit of liquid smoke. And so I add just a couple of dashes of liquid smoke. Okay. Then we're going to add our ribs to the pot. And we're going to pressure cook for 20 minutes. So you're going to want to add the pressure cooker lid. Okay? So now we're going to set our pressure cooker timer. Okay, now that we have the lid on, you want to make sure that your pressure valve is set to seal. So now we're going to turn it on. We're going to select pressure. And then we're going to set the time to 20 minutes. And hit start. Now it's going to take a few minutes to come up to pressure, and then it'll start counting down. And then once it hits 20 minutes, we're going to let it a natural release for 5 minutes, and then we're going to do a quick release. Okay, so the 20 minutes is almost up. And once it counts down, we're going to do a natural release for 5 minutes. And so you'll see that once it counts down from the 20 minutes, it'll start counting up. It'll say done. And then it'll start counting up. So we want to count up to 5 minutes, and then we're going to do a quick release. Okay, so the 5 minutes are almost up. And once we reach 5 minutes, we're going to do a quick release by changing the pressure valve to vent. And it's a little loud, but it's nothing to be scared of. And so once that steam escapes, that red valve will go down, and you'll know that all the pressure has been released. And since we already did 5 minutes, it won't take as long to release all of the pressure. Okay, so the pressure has been released and the red button is down. So now we can remove the pressure lid. And these are the ribs. So what we're going to do now is we're going to transfer them to the rack, and we're going to baste them with barbecue sauce, and then we're going to air crisp them for maybe about 8 minutes on each side. You know, I just like to kind of eyeball that to see what the crispiness level is that I like, and you can always do more or less. So let's transfer them to the wire rack. Okay, so we're just going to lift out the basket. You see all that good liquid in the bottom. So now we're just going to remove this liquid, and then we're going to put the wire rack in. So I put the wire rack in, and I like to use the wire rack so both of them are not going to fit. So since it doesn't take long to air crisp, I'm just going to do one at a time. But you can put the barbecue sauce on them and put them back in the air crisper basket here. And they would fit, but I think that you get more of the air crisper caramelization all over the whole rib if you do it this way, but you can do it either way. So now we're going to put the barbecue sauce on. Okay, just brush it on. Okay, so now we're going to close the air crisper lid. Okay, so I noticed that with my rack turned the other way that the ribs were too high to the air crisper lid. So I just turned it around and turned it upside down, and we have more room. Trying to reposition it just a little bit better here. Trial and error. Okay, so now we're going to close the lid. And we're going to set it to air crisp. I do 390, and we're going to do about, I'm going to start with 8 minutes. Okay. Okay, so let's see how these look. Oh, they look really good to me. I think I'm gonna probably let mine go a couple of more minutes, and then they'll be done. Okay, so those are the ribs. They are done, caramelized, and pretty much falling off the bone. So when you move them, look how they just fall apart. I mean, they are really, really tender. And so basically all we did was 20 minutes pressure cook and about 12 minutes air crisp, and you have ribs in basically less than an hour. So next time what I probably would do is try to air crisp them in the air crisper basket, since I'll be able to get both of them in there, and see how that works out. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and now I'm getting ready to grub. Thanks for watching.